Peace. What's good, family? It's your brother Malik back once again, and some of y'all might recognize my voice straight off the hop from back in the day on my DJ Ahmet channel. Used to do videos teaching Hebrew. I did a very popular video called Lashawan Qadash Debunked. I've since closed down that channel. Unfortunately, I didn't save that video, but due to popular request, I am doing a follow-up video. This time I will not be going into all of the history and, going through all the different sources and types of Hebrew and even explaining the difference between Hebrew and Yiddish like I did in the last video, but I will be linking the Truth After Knowledge video, which does a pretty good job of summing up what Lashawan Qadash is and how it's just a very simplified version of biblical Hebrew. I believe it was started by Arya, and if him or anybody that's a part of his school runs across this video, please do a video response or leave a comment or do something. I had my previous video up for at least 2 years. Nobody refuted it. Nobody even tried to refute it. I got no video responses. I know the GMS guy's seen it, and I got nothing. Anyways, I'm just gonna jump in here and give a couple of examples of preserved biblical Hebrew pronunciation in the Greek Septuagint. This is the same thing I did in my previous Lashawan Qadash video, and I'll be doing the same today. Okay, so for our first example here, I'm going to be using the word βαιθηλ, or translated in English, βαιθηλ. We're looking at the Hebrew right now with nikudot, so for those of us that can read Hebrew, you can sound it out for yourself. You don't need to take my word for it. We're in verse 3. Let us arise and go up to βαιθηλ, or Bethel in English, and that's the word right there. This is a close-up. You can pause it and look at it right now if you'd like. And please take note when you're reading this here, especially on the βαιθηλ or βαιθηλ. That actually should be βαιθηλ in biblical Hebrew when it comes to the vowels. But in any case, please take note that if this was Lashawan Qadash pronunciation, the way they teach it in their schools, that this would be pronounced βαιθηλ. βαιθηλ. That's how they would say βαιθηλ, according to their way of using the Hebrew alphabet, just to clarify. Anyways, moving on here, this is the word in Genesis 35, or Bereshit 35, βαιθηλ or βαιθηλ. Right there, and this is the chart for it. You can pause the video and just do a side-by-side translation, or there will also be a link in the description. You can use it that way, but this is the word right here. This is βαιθηλ, and it's the exactly same transliterated word. The pronunciation stays preserved in the Greek. This is 300 BCE. This is the exactly same pronunciation as the biblical Hebrew pronunciation, and you could also use other examples, such as you could see here, Jacob, the name Jacob, very classic example, very well preserved transliteration. Also, for all the people who were familiar with my previous video, would know the example of Yisrael or Israel, which is the example I used in the first video. As you can see, another great example of a preserved transliteration. And there will be minor variants, such as Y turning to I, or I to Y, or something to that effect, but it is not Lashawan Qadash. There would be no translation like Israel whatsoever. It should be YASHARALA or YASHARALA. That's how they pronounce Israel in Lashawan Qadash. It's two completely different pronunciations. Anyways, all of the links will be in the description, so that way you can do a letter by letter translation, and I really hope to get some feedback this time. And just for the record, calling me a Edomite or a Khazar or two-thirds or any of that nonsense is not refuting the video. It's making you look like a fool. But with that, I will say lahitrot, shalom, and hope to get some feedback this time. Peace, family.